Lumiastream, ay, that's what I like. Let it flow, time to take control of all the lights. Lay back and cool tight, gotta get the mood right. Yeah, this is what you need, time to get Lumiastream, ay, Lumiastream, ay, that's what I like. Let it flow, time to take control of all the lights. Lay back and cool tight, gotta get the mood right. Yeah, this is what you need, time to get Lumiastream, ay. Something I know you gonna like. Set the vibe for tonight with RGB smart lights. Lumiastream, time to vibe and get in the mood. Alone or just with your crew, however you wanna do. All my streamers, YouTube, Facebook or Twitch, control streaming lights in real time. You can't resist. So many styles and colors, really you won't believe it. In person you gotta see it. I promise that you will need it. Lumiastream, ay, that's what I like. Let it flow, time to take control of all the lights. Lay back and cool tight, gotta get the mood right. Yeah, this is what you need, time to get Lumiastream, ay, Lumiastream, ay, that's what I like. Let it flow, time to take control of all the lights. Lay back and cool tight, gotta get the mood right. Yeah, this is what you need, time to get Lumiastream, ay. Something I know you gonna like. Set the vibe for tonight with RGB smart lights. Lumiastream, time to vibe and get in the mood. Alone or just with your crew, however you wanna do. All my streamers, YouTube, Facebook or Twitch, control streaming lights in real time. You can't resist. So many styles and colors, really you won't believe it. In person you gotta see it. I promise that you will need it. Lumiastream, ay, that's what I like. Let it flow, time to take control of all the lights. Lay back and cool tight, gotta get the mood right. Yeah, this is what you need, time to get Lumiastream, ay, Lumiastream, ay, that's what I like. Let it flow, time to take control of all the lights. Lay back and cool tight, gotta get the mood right. Yeah, this is what you need, time to get Lumiastream, ay. Something I know you gonna like. Set the vibe for tonight with RGB smart lights. Lumiastream, time to vibe and get in the mood. Alone or just with your crew, however you wanna do. All my streamers, YouTube, Facebook or Twitch, control streaming lights in real time. You can't resist. So many styles and colors, really you won't believe it. In person you gotta see it. I promise that you will need it. Lumiastream, ay, that's what I like. Let it flow, time to take control of all the lights. Lay back and cool tight, gotta get the mood right. Yeah, this is what you need, time to get Lumiastream, ay, Lumiastream, ay, that's what I like. Let it flow, time to take control of all the lights. Lay back and cool tight, gotta get the mood right. Yeah, this is what you need, time to get Lumiastream, ay. Something I know you gonna like. Set the vibe for tonight with RGB smart lights. Lumiastream, time to vibe and get in the mood. Alone or just with your crew, however you wanna do. All my streamers, YouTube, Facebook or Twitch, control streaming lights in real time. You can't resist. So many styles and colors, really you won't believe it. In person you gotta see it. I promise that you will need it. Lumiastream, ay, that's what I like. Let it flow, time to take control of all the lights. Lay back and cool tight, gotta get the mood right. Yeah, this is what you need, time to get Lumiastream, ay, Lumiastream, ay, that's what I like. Let it flow, time to take control of all the lights. Lay back and cool tight, gotta get the mood right. Yeah, this is what you need, time to get Lumiastream, ay. Something I know you gonna like. Set the vibe for tonight with RGB smart lights. Lumiastream, time to vibe and get in the mood. Alone or just with your crew, however you wanna do. All my streamers, YouTube, Facebook or Twitch, control streaming lights in real time. You can't resist. So many styles and colors, really you won't believe it. In person you gotta see it. I promise that you will need it. Lumiastream, ay, that's what I like. Let it flow, time to take control of all the lights. Lay back and cool tight, gotta get the mood right. Yeah, this is what you need, time to get Lumiastream, ay, Lumiastream. something I know you gonna like. Set the vibe for tonight with RGB smart lights. Lumiastream, time to vibe and get in the mood. Alone or just with your crew, however you wanna do. All my streamers, YouTube, Facebook or Twitch, control streaming lights in real time. You can't resist. So many styles and colors, really you won't believe it. In person you gotta see it. I promise that you will need it. Lumiastream, that's what I like. Let it flow, time to take control of all the lights. Laid back and cool tight, gotta get the mood right. Yeah, this is what you need. Time to get Lumiastream, Lumiastream, that's what I like. Let it flow, time to take control of all the lights. Laid back and cool tight, gotta get the mood right. Yeah, this is what you need. Time to get Lumiastream, hey. Something I know you gonna like. Set the vibe for tonight with RGB smart lights. Lumiastream, time to vibe and get in the mood. Alone or just with your crew, however you wanna do. All my streamers, YouTube, Facebook or Twitch, control streaming lights in real time. You can't resist. So many styles and colors, really you won't believe it. In person you gotta see it. I promise that you will need it. Lumiastream, that's what I like. Let it flow, time to take control of all the lights. Laid back and cool tight, gotta get the mood right. Yeah, this is what you need. Time to get Lumiastream, Lumiastream, that's what I like. Let it flow, time to take control of all the lights. Laid back and cool tight, gotta get the mood right. Yeah, this is what you need. Time to get Lumiastream, hey. Something I know you gonna like. Set the vibe for tonight with RGB smart lights. Lumiastream, time to vibe and get in the mood. Alone or just with your crew, however you wanna do. All my streamers, YouTube, Facebook or Twitch, control streaming lights in real time. Styles and colors. You gotta see it.
If a it's the one, if a bang, it's the one, wanna bang, it's the one, wanna if a body, bang, it's the one, wanna if a
Hello, Lumineers. Welcome in. Welcome to Rete. Welcome, Vito. Welcome, GLX6 Frag. Unfortunately, we didn't set up the money gun, so that was not triggered. This is a core setup, part 3, and it's time to get a bit in more details and a bit more advanced with our setup. Unfortunately, we don't have the social command on this one because we had started from scratch with a new profile. Thinker, it's the first chatter. Oh yeah, because Frag didn't send a message, he sent just kicks. Okay, good. Welcome in, Thinker. Just want to test something. Let's see. Yes, apparently we can zoom in. Apparently the alert that we placed there for the first chatter works in the center. So how are you guys doing today? It is Wednesday again, 9 p.m. my hour, so it's time for a Lumiastream. And I did prepare you some more advanced stuff, but we're gonna start with the basic and finish with the custom code and at the end of the stream. So one thing that we added in 9.0, it's one alert that can control basically everything. So what that means, it's right here in Lumia, called Lumia variable changed, and based on this you can actually trigger an alert based on a variable that was changing. That variable can be changed either via chat command or via donation, channel point, you name it. You can actually have an alert that modifies that and automatically will gonna be triggered. So let's talk about variables. So if you scroll down here under the creator, you're gonna find variables. And there are different type of variables. The custom ones will gonna be shown always on the top, and they're having this teal color. Then we have the functions variables, which are this purple and also marked with FX. And if you scroll down, you're gonna find the blue ones, which are the normal variables that are coming usually from your integrations and also for the Lumia alerts. So you have everything here. So we're gonna go and create one custom variable. So let's go ahead and add a new variable. Let's call this one test alert. Will be changed by chat, and we're gonna place no value on it. Just click in. Welcome. Okay, so now we have our test alert over here. We place the description, so now we know what we're gonna do, and on the right side here, it'll gonna have a value. Right now, it does not have any value. Let's go and set up our alert. It's straightforward, exactly like the other alerts that we are having in Lumia. If we are going into Lumia variable changed and activated, you're gonna see that it's only listen to variations because we want to have an alert based on a variable. I'm gonna go and add a variation. On the name, we're gonna say test. Condition, we're gonna say value equals to something. Value equals to a number. Value is a number greater than or equal to, or it's a number less than or equal to. So this is the conditions that you can actually have. So we can go and find our test alert variable. And let's place equals to text. So if I place the condition to equals to text, and I'm placing here the condition to be test, this one we're gonna turn all my colors, all my lights to color red in the room, like so. Now we're gonna go back to normal, and that's how you test it out to see what it's doing. Right now it's just that thing. So if we're going into the variables, and this variable we're gonna contain the value test, and we're gonna click save. Nope, I think it needs to be changed, not manually by editing. Okay, variable alert test equals to test. This should be trigger. Okay, let's actually create a command to trigger it. Let's remove this. And add a command. I'm gonna go in actions, update variable, test alert. I'm gonna place it test. Add action. And click done, complete and save. It's called starter command because we didn't modify it, but if we click test, test alert, change to test, and of course my lights are going red. So in here, we do not have any light color change, but the variable has indeed been modified. If we're going over here in the variables, it was modified to test. So why it's this useful? So for example, you want to have a counter where you're, I don't know, you're playing a game that it's you're dying a lot in the game, right? So if I make it a counter and I'm gonna leave it value 0, I can make a command for the guys in the chat to place in to call deaths. Let's call it deaths. So I'm gonna call it death. And we're gonna go back here and we'll do exactly the same. And we're gonna update the variable and the value is gonna be +1. So every single time it iterates, it's gonna go to +1, +2, +3. So we're gonna save that. And let's also say after doing that, let's place a chat message. And the message should be that counter is set to, and then we're gonna go with our variables. And it's called test alert. I'm gonna add the action. Let's add the short delay to make sure that it has time to actually change. It doesn't need more. 0.2 seconds should be just fine. Complete and save. And can you guys... Oh, wait. We didn't place on the variable change. Now we're gonna change also the condition for it. So right now, instead of value equals, we're gonna place value equals to number. And we're gonna place here number 10 for the test. Complete and save. And now, if you guys in the chat type !death, it should increment my death counter. And once it's reaching 10, it's gonna trigger the alert. So now that it's set to 1, it didn't do anything. So you have to do it 9 times more in order to activate my my alert. But let's add also sound from here. Let's go on the asset store.
Oh my God!
I'm gonna use this one. Done. Complete and save. Phew, I'm late. Yes, you are. If you want to help, you can type !death in the chat. We made a death counter. And we placed that death counter to be inside a Lumia variable. And then we have a variable change alert. And it will gonna be activated once the death counter reaches to 10. So you can type in, and then we're gonna have a sound alert coming in, and also the colors of my lights will gonna be changed to red. So that was the variable changed. Let's see if I place here death. We're gonna be triggered on all 3 platforms. And there you go. It's set to 3, it's set to 4. Come on, we need 6 more. 6 more triggers to activate it. Unfortunately, I cannot do it from Lumiastream because Lumiastream it's a bot, and it'll not be able to actually trigger the alerts or commands. So please some more !death in the chat. You can spam it. I don't mind about that. We need 5 more. Just see if it works, and also the sound alert will gonna be popping up. Okay, once you do that, we're gonna talk a bit about animations. So what are animations and how to set it up? In order to have animations, You do not really need physical lights, but it's gonna work with all the lights that you have already connected inside Lumia. So under the creator over here, you're gonna find a tab called animations. This is the ones that were already added by default. And below, you have the ones that are from Marketplace, the ones that our community are uploading them for other guys to use. And you can choose by new or popular. If you want to go directly inside the Marketplace, it is a section below called Marketplace and then Animations. And over here, there are so many animations that you'll never gonna get bored, but we're gonna go and test one from the Marketplace, and then we're gonna try to actually do one ourselves. And I'm gonna show you how to do it, what you can add, and how you can automate the animation to also do other things than just light changing. So the famous one, it's Flashbang. I don't know if it's this one. I think there is a better one. This one has 44 downloads. If I search for best Flashbang. Flashbang. Let's try this one. It's a good working one. I doubt it, but let's see.
Throwing flashbang.
Yeah, this didn't turn too far. Welcome in, Complete Author. Let's test this one. Oh, we're so close to death counter to be 10. What will gonna happen when the death counter will gonna be 10?
Garden Panda Bear is now following.
Garden Panda Bear, thank you for the follow on kick. So one more to type exclamation mark death in the chat, and we're gonna have a variable changed alert inside Lumia in our variation for our counter, for the death counter that we just created.
Oh my God!
So there you go. That counter is set to 10. The alert instantly triggered. The sound also triggered as well, and the color of my lights are turned to red. So, and you can do a lot more with it, because it's not linked to any kind of command or any alert. You can have multiple counters, and once it's reaching a particular point, you can actually trigger an alert. Or you can write something inside the variable, and if that contains that particular text, it's going to be triggered, and so much more. So I love this variable change alert. It's a game changer because you can create your own alerts basically from just variables. And it's not just inside here, because if you go inside your overlays and open an overlay that contains an alert, you can add the alert. Let me actually make it bigger a bit. You can add the alert over here, and here it's the variable change alert.
5 is not following.
You can add a variable change alert, and inside here you have your base and add variations. Or even better, you can delete that and you can import it from Lumia, and can say, I want to import all connected alerts, Lumiastream alerts, and I want to get the Lumia variable. Where is it? Variable changed alert. And we have all variations, and we can add, and this is automatically added to the test one, which is the one that we just created for the variable change. So right here, you can also edit it as well and modify it as much as you want if you want to have also something visual. So you can have as many variations inside there as you want, and you can add also over here. I will pass your info to my son who live streams. So he has a lot of followers. They could come in, view your chat too. He specializes in cybersecurity and other subjects too. Well, tell him to join us and follow us. We are having a lot of features to show. And a lot of new features that are coming right over the corner. Okay. So that's basically with the variable change alert. And we're gonna go with the animations topic. So let's actually go with one from the marketplace. I'm missing it. Let's get something popular. And the RGB party, this does not have any sound. So if I play it, we're gonna do exactly like it shows over here. I'm gonna change my colors to RGB. This light, apparently, it doesn't move that fast. So that's why it's changing slow. This is because I think I have my connection for Govee on the cloud and not also on the local network. Govee LAN. I think I have to reset them to appear in the list. Yeah. I didn't do that until now. So we're gonna go with the cloud connection. The cloud connection for Govee, it's quite slow. It allows you to change your color to trigger it for once a second. So it's not really nice when you're trying to do fast animations. But we're gonna try to actually play one that it's a bit more slow. So let's go inside animations and test one. And let's go with this one. Let's check it out. Okay, so the lights in the back, they are set to fast mode, so it's easier for them to actually change the colors. My curtain was changing once a second, so that's why it was moving so slow. But if you have them on LAN mode, they're gonna react a bit faster. Okay, so after you find your animation that you like from Marketplace, you can click on the download button over here, and then you're gonna say download and understand the risk. It's too fast for my lights, but I understand it. And now you can also use the download with sound or without sound. If you click on with sound, we're gonna store that sound in your computer, and we're gonna be also triggered when you're trying to trigger it over here. The animations, as well as reactions, scenes, and colors, can be triggered via alerts or commands or automations if you want to. You can do that. Also, you can place them into native, into the default state. I think you can place animations. Yes, you can also place animations in the default state. I do not recommend to use the animations that contain sound in your default state, because that will gonna be looping every single time it's trying to go back. Basically, we're gonna trigger the sound again, and you're gonna be telling yourself where the sound is coming from. So if we're going inside animations, we show you how to actually download one, but how about to create one? So let's add an animation. And here on the right side, you have your slots. And on the left side, you have the possibility to use our AI to actually create your animation all together. And you can also apply an audio. So let's actually go into cloud audio from Lumia library and see if we can get some music. Let's see this one. Okay, so let's select the Pedro So we have the Pedro over here, and I want my lights to be linked to that music and actually animate with the music, right? So if I click Use Assistant over here, I have the audio, and then you can say prompt ideas based on this audio. We're gonna be AI tool auto best connected, and then model provided. You can leave it blank. And this generation focus, you can place beat locked, mode driven, section phase, light targeting, smooth transitions, or creative style. We're gonna leave it balanced for now. And by default, we have also create an animation based on this audio, use the selected audio in context, follow the song energy, and use as many slots as needed. I want to also add, please, well, not please, we don't have to say please to it. Use all the lights when creating the slots, and include current animation in AI context. We don't have anyone, no one, so change all lights together. We can click on that. Apparently, I didn't have to prompt it out. We have a checkbox over here, and then you can click generate with AI. And this will gonna go into the GPT and actually create all the slots and all the children's, if he thinks that it needs some, automatically based on the audio file that we just gave them. So after a few seconds, the animation is created. He placed over here 78 slots, and as you can see, the duration over here, it's different every single time because he's focusing on the bit. And we can now test it out, right? Let's try to see how it looks.
Tanto per benino si offre a far da guida per la città. Pedro, 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 praticamente il meglio di Santa Fe. Pedro, 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 fidati di me. Pedro, 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 praticamente il meglio di Santa Fe. Pedro, 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 fidati di me.
So I think he did a pretty good job with making the animation. You can definitely make it faster, better if you want to. Make sure that you have the lights set up to fast mode if they are supported. If not, they're gonna be changing a bit slower. But that's one way to create it. Another way to do it. So, for example, we can make it without the AI assistant. We can actually generate slots from audio. So let's actually create a new one, and we're gonna do exactly the same. But this time we're not gonna use the GPT. We're just gonna use audio. Let's go and search for another
Emotion.
No, we just use Pedro. Let's search for another one. Jump scare, Rickroll, Snowball, Screaming Go, Hydrate. Alright, let's select this one. And now I can click generate slots from audio. And I don't really know the BPM over here, but it should auto detect the beat. So generate time slots from selected audio with beat detection and optional light targeting. And I want to turn off lights after the beat, how long the beat should stay on. Okay, let's stay on for 0.1 seconds. And we don't have timestamps because we don't know. And we can select the lights. by default, they're all targeted. And we can click generate. This automatically creates the animation as well. And as you can see over here on the right side, not all of the lights are actually included. So this will gonna look a bit better as well, because they have like in between the beat, we're gonna have also placed color black, which is basically to close the lights. So if I pause the music again and tested it out, so that's because the duration of what we set, we set 0.1 seconds. We can actually click again, generate, and then we can modify it, turn off lights, and let's try to make it about 0.3 seconds to be turned on. Okay. We selected, we click generate. This goes really fast. And now we have the duration for each of them 0.3, and you see that it's going to be black a bit less. So we're gonna have more light but less black. So yeah, after you give a name, you can actually save it, and then it's yours for being used in your alerts, commands, or automations. If you have any questions, let me know in chat every single time you are wanting to know something, or this is also a live stream that I'm offering live support. So I'm trying to show up what we have in Lumiastream 9.0, but as well, if you don't understand something, feel free to stop me at any time and just ask me questions. If not, we'll just gonna continue with what I have prepared for you. So we were talking about automations, but how many of you guys are using automations inside the Lumiastream? So automations are found in the streaming tools category, and on the automations tab, if you click on it, right now we have an empty list. And let's add an automation. So for example, I want my Discord link to be placed inside the chat. I don't know, every 10 minutes. So let me explain it. So let's place this one, Discord. I'm gonna go and create a Discord invite. Let's make one that doesn't expire. So invite to channel, edit invite link, expire after never, no limit, generate link, and copy. So now I have my Discord, I have the scheduler. This is a cron job or cron tab in Linux. It uses exactly the same format. This is for the ones that are using Linux. It's gonna look something like this. And I prefer the simplified schedule because it's easier to understand. You have also here pre-made times, like every 5 minutes, every 30 seconds, every 5 minutes, starting from minute 3. So for example, if I go every 5 minutes, you're gonna see that minutes of the hour, it's everything divided by 5. So this will gonna run every 5 minutes. From here, if I wanted to place it every 20 minutes, I can place 20 here. If I don't want to go at exactly when the minute has changed, I can place here star. It's gonna run every second, every 20 minutes. Or you can place 30. They're gonna be running at 30 seconds past the minute every 20 minutes. So we're gonna be always, for example, if it's 9 and 20 minutes, we're going to be 9 and 10, 20 minutes and 30 seconds when this schedule will start for automation. If you place all, we're going to be running every second. It doesn't really matter which one of the second will going to be there. Or you can just place it 0. They're going to be at the beginning of the minute. So let's leave it to 5 right now to run every 5 minutes. It also gives you over here the outcome from all these patterns. And from the value type, I can just go and say, hey, I want to do a chatbot message. And for the message template, I can just place my Discord link, join our Discord server. And here it's which platform you want to send it to. If I want to click all platforms, we're going to be sent to Kick, YouTube, and Twitch at the moment. And I can click apply. After I refresh, then when I don't know if it's going to start right now. I think we're going to start in 5 minutes. And we're going to go every 5 minutes. We're going to post in the chat to join our Discord. So this is nice to actually have promote your socials or messages that you want to place in your chat from time to time to remember users. I don't know what's the stream about. Maybe somebody comes in later and doesn't know exactly what's happening. You can place over here to run every 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, I don't know, 30 minutes, what you're doing, and keep them engaged, as well as making sure that they are getting your socials, and if they want to follow you and connect with you, they can, because you don't have to type that manually in the chat. You can have it automatically. Of course, you can place a voice command. Let's actually do a chat command, and let's call this one Discord. And then in the actions, you can do exactly the same thing, sending a chatbot message. And you can say send to all platforms. Add action, done. Complete and save. I do think that I placed my microphone here. Let me check on voice commands. No, I do not have it even turned on. Audio device, it's my microphone. And we're gonna go on the list, and I'm gonna add a bind to call this command. And of course, I can now say Discord, and it will gonna be showing up in the chat the command that we just did, just by saying that. So that's one way to do it when you're just talking and doing that, but also you're gonna see that the automation will gonna be running every single time. Right now, it did run my voice command, which triggered a word that I'm not gonna pronounce again because you're gonna be triggering it again. It didn't go with the automation yet. So I guess after you started, it's gonna be, you have to wait for 5 minutes to actually start, and then we're gonna go every 5 minutes. Can this animation use other things such as smart plug devices and other gadgets you can set up to? Yeah, we're gonna go back to it. I actually missed that. You can do a lot more than that. So if we're going back into animations, and let's go on these shots that was created. Each particular slot, for example, this one, the second color, which we're gonna be after 0.5 seconds, we're gonna be triggered. If you click the edit button here on the right side, it opens something very familiar. Basically, something that you are already familiar to set up from your commands. You can place code. You can add all the integrations that you already have inside there, and we're going to be triggered exactly when that slot it's also triggered. What I do not recommend it's to actually call commands over here. You, of course, can call a command, but if the animation is running and you call a command and that command it's not on skip queue, then I'm gonna interfere and I'm gonna overwrite the animation, and the animation will gonna stop and we're not gonna continue. So we're gonna just go on the other command, then we're gonna stop and we're not gonna come back to the animation and finish it. So you can do whatever over here. I don't know, set the stream title to when that happens. Trigger a clip after 10 seconds to actually clip when that particular alert it's happening. Basically everything that the Lumiastream commands can do, this over here can do as well, including setting the lights. Right now you have a color over here, but you can of course change it to something different scene or anything. This will gonna change also the slot that you have. But the most important thing is that you can run code inside. So you can do whatever over there. Yeah, so right now in chat, we got, again, the message from Discord. That's because... Oh, and then I said it again. Because the automation task triggered that thing. So I don't want to get you spammed over there with that. So I'm gonna go and instead of leave it to 5 minutes, I'm gonna just increase it to 20. And click apply. And since we're not using voice commands right now, we can turn it off completely, because otherwise every single time I'm gonna say Discord, that will gonna be triggered. Okay. Now for some of you guys, I think this is very interesting, because now we're gonna talk about custom commands, custom code, how to use the GPT AI to create custom code commands, how to import actions that you have already from the commands inside the code, and do a lot more over there. So let's start with something simple. Let's add a normal command. And over here, we're gonna go inside actions. There's stuff that's been added in 9.0 that I didn't talk about inside the commands over here, and we're gonna talk about right now. So,
Size Supreme is now following.
Size Supreme, welcome in. We're gonna go and just use a chatbot message, and inside the message over here, we're gonna use some variables. And the new variables that were added, as you can see, we have math, we have compare, round, we have if statement, coalescence, between, min, max, regex, extract, replace, format date, time since. There's so many, and we can actually create complex stuff inside here even without using code. So let's say we want to do a comparison. So this one, we're gonna compare var1 if it's bigger than var2. And in front, we can also place a if, like this. If compare, this will gonna return a boolean, I don't know if you know about that, but yeah. So if compare, I don't think even I need to compare to actually create one. Let's do a guessing number game. Do we have smaller min? Return the smallest numeric value from inputs. No, compare. Let me just check a bit. I don't think I need compare. So if, let's call, instead of var1, we're going to place message. Let me also make it bigger over here. So if message it's bigger than 10, let me think. If message it's greater, we're gonna say high, then it's gonna say low. And if I want to place else to be another if, we're gonna place it in here. And then else, if message it's bigger than 10, and this is smaller than 9, no, bigger than 10, smaller than 10, we're gonna be low. And else we're gonna be congrats for guessing the number. Okay, so if I add the action over here, I'm gonna click back to my menu, and we're gonna give it the name guess, and complete and save. So try now to place exclamation mark guess 9 and guess 11, and it should give you if it's lower or higher. Oh, it just placed lower. Ah. I messed up a bit. Okay, give me a second. Let's fix that. So if message lower than 10 says high, then if higher than 10 should have said high. Let me place it in a notepad. It's easier to see it. All right, because it has so many brackets, I cannot actually watch them. So if message it's bigger than 10, we're gonna say high. Else it's another if message it's smaller than 10, we're gonna say low. Otherwise, congrats on guessing the number. I think it should be fine, but why it placed the like this one? So message was 10. No, message was 9. So it should have been else over here, but I didn't place it over there. Let's actually do this one here. Instead of message, let's place, let's say if it was 9. So 9 and 9. And test action. It's still placing this one. And let's just go on Twitch. If oh, it needs compare. Darn. It definitely needs compare. Because it needs a boolean. So if compare equal, let me get it inside here. I think it's already placed in if. We're gonna do a compare. So if compare var1 equals, then we're gonna return, there we go. So this is gonna be message. And if it's higher than 10, we're gonna say hi. Otherwise, for the low, we're gonna be another if. Lower than 10, we're gonna say low. Else, we're gonna be congrats. Okay, let's save it. Done, complete and save. I feel like this would be a lot easier to do in custom code. Yeah, for sure. I just wanted to show you that you can do it now without custom code. So guess 9 was saying too low. Guess 11 should say too high. And if you say guess 10, we're gonna say congrats on guessing the number. And for that number, you can actually place it to be a number. And every single time they were guessing it, you can actually create a function to make a random number between two of them. So you can make like very big numbers, and then they will gonna be trying to guess it out, and they're gonna be going always below until they're gonna narrow it down and actually match it. So you can make like custom mini games like that one, like the guess game, inside here with just a Lumia action. Because and you can do a lot more things with it, but this is just a short example with it, and this is without custom code. The cool thing about custom code, we're gonna just leave this one over here. I'm gonna create a new one. So for example, I want to add loyalty points, right, to somebody from the chat. And if you actually search for loyalty inside our custom code, you're gonna see just get user loyalty points, right? And you do not have like a already placed function inside the custom code, but you do have here set user loyalty points. And I can say user just to see it, and points I'm gonna place 100 with plus just to see it, and I'm gonna add action over here. If you go back to my menu and go into code, you can click convert action to custom code, and all the action that you had there in that list will gonna automatically be transformed in a call of a Lumia action, which is set user loyalty points. Basically, it's exactly the same, but you do not have to write it down. Of course, it does have more things over here that it needs to. Normally, if you want to call an action, you're gonna see that it's a lot more simpler than what's up there. They can do for sure create an action like this, and you have base Lumia, then the type it's set loyalty point, and then for the value you need all this thing, right? You need the message user, but I don't think you need the options, duration, voice, volume, all of those extras stuff. But you definitely need everything that it's inside this value, basically. So that's an easy way to get it in. And now, for example, if I wanted to give it to a particular user using custom code, we can say const, because it's a constant, the username will not gonna change. will gonna be, of course, username. This will gonna be the username that it's actually calling the command. And well, no, let's actually do something that was requested in our Discord, and let's actually create an add points and remove points command using custom code. So we do not need username, because the username will gonna be provided by the streamer or by the mods who will gonna use this command. So in order to get there, we need to get the message. So the message will gonna be always a constant, because we're not gonna be changed while it's initialized, after it's initialized inside the code. So we have the message over here. What do we need to actually do afterwards? So we want to treat, in case you are trying to do it faster using @ to tag somebody and just click it to find his username. Lumiastream treats every single character, and we're going to try to actually add points with a username that contains an @ sign inside of it, and that will not going to work. I'm going to give it an error that the username was not found. So in order to do that, we're going to actually modify from a constant the message. We're going to make it the actual variable with let. Good. Then we're going to do message. We're going to equal message replace. I want the @ sign to be replaced with absolutely nothing. So that means we're going to trim the @ sign. Then we want to have add points, place the username, and then place the amount of points that we want to add, right? So in order to do that, we need to separate the message into two different variables. And a way to do that, it's, let's say, let variables equal to message dot split. We want to split with our delimiter, which will gonna be a space. So we have a space right now, and we're gonna be able to make variables an array list that we're gonna contain for each space a new variable. And we want to use the first variable as user and the second variable as amount. So let's do const user. I'm gonna be variables, and array lists start at 0. So 0 will gonna be the first element inside the array, and then const value will gonna be variables 1. This will gonna be the second parameter that we're gonna be sending inside that message. Okay, now since we do have this, I'm sorry that you didn't saw that big. Let me zoom in a bit. Now, since we do have these variables already here, we need to place them inside here. With quotes, it's a string. We need to remove the quotes as well. I'm gonna add the user over here. Then we see value and we see plus sign 100. We need the plus sign to make an addition for his current points. So we're gonna remove the 100 from here. I'm gonna leave just plus. And to add a variable to a string to concatenate it, you will gonna have to add another plus sign. And then I'm gonna place the value. So in the end, it should look something like this. And if I click done, let's go name and description, and let's say add points. And complete and save. Well, not complete and save, because we don't want all the users to be able to trigger this command. We're just gonna leave our mods and streamer to actually trigger it. Unfortunately, I cannot trigger it because Lumiastream is considered a bot, but I do have my account as moderator. So now we have the add points command. Let's actually test it out. We will gonna go into our engagement loyalty points, and right now it's disabled. This is by default when you start a new profile, and we do not have, well, we do have users. It was just disabled. Okay. So who should I pick from the chat? Turete. So we have Turete ticker and Turete ticker TTV, and now we're gonna have another Turete underscore ticker. So all of this should be merged. Let's actually edit this one and to merge it with this one. Well, I picked a very good user. So let's see. Watch time per Lumia point gonna be 1 per 10 minutes. Now let's make it 10 for every minute. Let's have it like that. So I'm gonna have to wait for a bit to actually get you at least 1 point to actually start again, and then I can actually match it to your new username, because right now I do not have the old and the new. Yes, when somebody changes the username, Lumiastream will gonna consider it as a new user. You're not gonna know that it's the same user that changed his username. So you're gonna have to go and edit that account and merge it with an existing one. And my automation works. It's just posting Discord over there every 20 minutes. Okay, Turete. You're not inside here. Not yet, at least. Let me create a command that set user loyalty points username +1. And we're gonna have to type in the chat !point to get 1 point for it to be placed over here. So, well, the username Turete ticker from platform Twitch not found, so we'll not change the point value. Yes, because it should actually create it first. Let's go settings, manage alert Lumia point, add alert point, alert type. Okay, I'm gonna give you 10 points if you create a clip. Apparently you cannot use that because you have to be inside Lumia first. So just create a clip right now and you're gonna get 10 points. I do not have a clip command. You have to do it manually, buddy. Don't forget, we started from scratch, and I don't think we added a clip command. That's a good feature for Lumiastream, because we added in 9.0 also the possibility to change the clip title while creating the clip with the clip command. So let me know when you did a clip so I can actually check if. Just create one for test. Just created one for test. Oh, size. Do we have Twitch clips? We do have Twitch clips. We should see a reaction when the clip is actually created inside Twitch. So right now we didn't got any. Let's see, any other users that are in chat size. You do not be here. You didn't been here for 10 minutes. Who else can? It is created. Yeah, but I didn't got an alert. I didn't got a Twitch alert. Yeah, there was no alerts on my side, and we do have the clip alert active. So I don't know if Twitch is taking a lot longer to process that clip. I know that it's created quite fast, but it takes a bit of time to actually see. There you go. Supreme got the clip. So let's search for Supreme. And now you do have 11 points over here. Torete still doesn't have points. Okay, so Size Supreme. Let me go it with my account on Twitch. And try to add some points to you. So we have the add points command. We can say add points at size. Now if we say 100 and click enter, you see that you just got 100 more points over here. So the command works. It's taking the username, separating the value afterwards. You can have commands like this that can have multiple parameters, and then they can be separated by either space, or you can place a delimiter. Well, there are other people that have like 69,000 apparently. Higgsbon Matt, but well, you're not too far away. So in order to actually make the one to remove the points, in the chat command, you can basically just go and click this free points. I'm calling it sandwich menu. And you can click copy. This will gonna create an identical copy of your add points. And if you edit it, we can just rename it to remove points. It copied also the user levels over here, and also the most important thing, the code. And the only thing that you have to modify to make it to add or remove points is just the plus sign from here to change it to a minus. If you did that and click done, complete and save, and we're gonna go back into our loyalty point section and search for size. We're not gonna remove all his points. And we're gonna say exclamation mark remove points. And we're gonna go and remove those 11 points from you. 11 points. And now you're at 100 points. So you have, if you follow this thing, you just created an add point command and remove point command with Lumiastream to actually manage your points. You can make to add points to everybody in the chat, like add everyone points. The only thing that you have to do is to do a loop over there we can actually make that command as well. Let's go first into our variables and search for viewers. And we're going to see here Twitch current viewers. This is the current viewers that are watching right now the stream. So if I take this and I see that they are delimited by comma, they are comma separated list from current viewers. We're going to copy this and we're going to go back into the commands. We can replicate the remove points. We can make a copy. And inside here, of course, we're going to say add points, add to everyone. Points. I'm lacking a name right now. Points to everyone. Or no. Wait a second. We do not need to create a new command. Forget what I said. We're gonna delete this one. And we're gonna go in add points, because if we are getting the message everyone, we can actually modify it to make a loop and use that variable and add points to everybody. Are points stored in a variable per user, or it's in persisted store? It's actually inside the Lumiastream, and it will gonna remain with your installation as long as you have it. So you're not gonna get lost or lose points for somebody, except if you actually manually remove them. So now we can do let message equal message, and we will need an if. If message equal everyone. Do something. Else do everything that we did. Right? So if we're getting everyone, we want to actually send everyone some points. If not, it's gonna be well, not here. So not message. It's if user everyone. Let's copy this and if user over here. If user it's everyone, then do something else, do this. So, I mean, if we find the data in variable selection in the UI, or it's a store item that can only be interacted with via code, it can be interacted only via code. So there's no variables for each user that you can go and modify. You can modify directly from the loyalty points by clicking the name and edit their current points to a different amount, but you're not gonna find it in the variables, if that makes sense. It's still kind of like variables, because it's variables for storing points that you can modify and alter over there, but also from the code and also from the actions. But you're not gonna be able to find it in the variable list. So now if user is everyone, we have this variable, which is Twitch current viewers, right? So Twitch current viewers will gonna be a comma separated list. What we need to do to actually make it array, exactly what we did with the variables over here, we split it out. So viewers, const viewers equal to this. Okay, so now we have viewers, and then we have const view array equals viewers dot split. And of course, since it's a camera separated value, this is a comma. And now we have an entire list. And do you know how to get through a list? You can make a for, a while loop. We can go with a for. So for, let increment equals 0. Increment, it's smaller than viewers array dot length, and then increment, it's incrementing. That's why it's called an increment, right? And over here, every single item from the viewers array will gonna be a user name. So we're gonna copy this thing. Actually, done can be placed outside the else to make sure that it's called. We can copy this and just place it inside. And instead of the user, we're gonna be user I from the increment. So I will gonna be 0. We're gonna get the first one, then the second one, then the third one, then so on until all the array it's complete. And then the value, it's gonna be exactly the same value, right? Because we're gonna give two parameters. Add points everyone, and then the amount. Okay, since we have this, now let's actually save it. And let's test it out. So if we are going back into our loyalty points, let's see if Turete finally has his points. Turete ticker, you have 22 points. There we go. So now if I go in the chat and type !add points everyone, and I'm saying 100, everyone should get that it's active in the chat. We're gonna get 100 points. Unexpected token const. Ooh, okay, so we do have a syntax error over there. That's such a beginner mistake. Run into error, custom code, uncut syntax error, unexpected token const. So definitely not like this. What else did we miss? I think that was the issue. Done. Complete and save. Let's do it again. You mean the semicolon? You do not need semicolons inside our custom code. You can add semicolons, but you do not need them. Okay, so let's go again for adding. Loyalty point. And let's go to ready. Okay. So everyone, 100 points. And I'm gonna refresh a bit because it's going for each one. And apparently Turete got his 100 points. So it was refreshing this page because it was adding one by one. And now you have add points to do add points for an individual. So if I want to go and say add points to Turete and give him another 100, I can just say add points at Turete 100 and works. And you can say add points everyone, and then you can add points to absolutely everyone that you have over there. I do not know if it needs the await. The await makes it go a bit slower than without, but I think for adding points might need the await. So as you can see over here, I do have semicolons, but I do not need to have them if I don't want to. I can just remove them. I'm just placing them because I am I'm a Java developer, not a JavaScript or TypeScript developer. So on Java, if you do not place a semicolon, yes, you do have an error. And the same for JavaScript, but not for Lumia. So if you do want to have this, I'm gonna be placing it inside our custom code section inside our Discord. If you do need help or have questions regarding anything regarding the Lumia, feel free to post them in the community support. I'm there most of the time. If not, Turede is there to actually help you out as well. He's been really helpful lately. Some of CPP so many times a stray semicolon messed me up. Yeah, true. Right here on the custom code, you do not need it. Including in the overlays, it's not mandatory to actually place a semicolon at the end of the instruction. But yeah, it's just on Lumia. Don't get used to it. On other places, you will need semicolons when you're writing code. But yeah, if you do have questions, let me know. You could also, for example, let's actually copy this thing. Let's copy this thing and save it. Let's place it inside this notepad over here so I can have it. And let's actually try to do exactly the same thing using the Lumiastream assistant ChatGPT. So I would say exactly the same thing. I want to have a command that gets two parameters. The first one is the username, and the second one is the amount. The parameters are coming from my English, it's not good. From the chat messages, and will be separated by space. With that, I want to add points to add loyalty points to the user. And if I place add points everyone, $100. That means every viewer should get loyalty points. Okay, let's see what he's gonna do with this prompt, and let's see if it's close to what we did. I'm guessing not. He can do a lot more complex stuff, like actually connecting to the Twitch API and grab the viewers from the Twitch API and then place it inside. So I think that's where he's gonna go for, but we do have that variable that we're basically gonna kind of doing exactly the same thing. But we'll actually see. Router code better than ChatGPT. Well, actually, I'm thinking GPT it's a very good assistant in order to speed up exactly what you want to do. So in complex scenarios where you want to do like a interesting overlay and you do not know too much CSS to create animations and stuff like that, and create two different APIs, it's actually a lot easier to use it and help you with the things that you don't know and speed up the process. So let's see what he's doing. He's getting the raw message. It's trimming the space and filter by the know what. He's doing parts, parameter provide is user, add points, username, everyone, amount. He's doing a toast message to actually show if the parts are not equal. It says no parameters provided. So it's also doing like alerting in case it's not the command is not written down correctly. Then it's taking the target, which is part 0, and the mount are gonna be part 1. It's doing exactly the same, but parts, how it's making the parts, is doing this kind of thing, which is splitting by space. And he's doing a regex over here. Let me actually zoom in. He's doing a regex over here because it can be one or multiple spaces. So that's an interesting way to do it. It's trying to get the variable message, or it's nothing. We already have the variable message with the in-house variable. And let's see, add to user. This is the function to add the user. It's setting the variable name key, loyalty underscore, username replace. Huh? This is not adding loyalty points. This is creating an entire system of loyalty points via variables. You're gonna be adding him loyalty underscore username to add the variable, to add the points inside there, but it's not gonna be exactly the same. It's not gonna be added inside Lumia points. So -1 point for GPT over here, because he doesn't know that he can actually get it from the actions from Lumia. And like I did said, he will gonna go and try to go to the Twitch channel chatters. He's doing a URL. It's doing a fetch URL. And then it's getting the payload. And from the payload, it's grabbing the chatters. Oh, he went more complex than I thought so. I thought he was gonna just use the API and just go with it.
2019 H glitch is now following.
Hey, thank you for the follow. So yeah, well, I don't think this will gonna work, but let's actually check. We're gonna check, okay? We're gonna give him a shot. So I'm gonna click done. This was just one prompt. Let's go complete and save. We already have the code saved on our notepad, so it's not gonna be lost. And let's actually check loyalty points. I think it will not gonna work at all. So size are gonna be the one who's gonna check. So add points. Add size 100. Let's see. And it says added 100 points. Now have 100 points. Now it has 222. What he did, it's actually he created a variable. Like I said, he's creating his own point system inside custom variables. So that's what he did over here, like loyalty and then username and then loyalty for that and the points for it. But it didn't add it to the Lumiastream points system, which well, you can create your own point system if you want to with something like that. But we did want something more specific to go inside Lumia points and actually use it. If you do have questions, please let me know. My time it's almost up, so if you do have questions, I'm gladly stay for a few more minutes to answer them. If not, we're gonna search for somebody to actually raid and we'll continue our discussion offline online in Discord. Did that once, and I got you out of real quick with the amount variables created. Did that once, and it got out of hand real quick with the amount of variables created. Yes, it can create variables for each individual, and that's not the way to do it, because we already have the point system created inside Lumia, so you don't need to create another one. Okay, since we do not have questions, let's actually check who we're gonna raid to. And let's actually bring a tab over here. Let's go. Pause here, and we're gonna go, as usual, browse. Please do have your Lumiastream tags. I'm always searching for them, even when I'm streaming from my own channel. So just place the tag on your stream when streaming. And we have Luminestra, we have the Mad Rambo, we have Shroomnotic, we have Out of Check, It's Triple, Reanimate Her, Zero It's High, but it's not there at the moment. We have Sab. Been a while since we did a raid on Shroom. Most of all, if not all of them, we already raided out. So let's actually pop up Shroom over here real quick. What he's doing, he is doing a death loop. Let's actually get him with a raid. If you are available on Discord after the stream, I'd like to chat with you in voice channel for a few minutes. Sure, Sai Supreme, I am available. So, raid has been started on Shroom. Get your favorite emojis and spam on him. He's a really nice member. He also, from time to time, helps on Discord. Mostly, he helps on his streams when he's being asked regarding his how he did stuff or how to implement it on Lumiastream. As always, I was your host. I'm TJ Radu. You can give me a follow as well if you do want to. If not, we're gonna be hearing you in Discord or next week, same hour on Lumiastream channels on YouTube, Kick, and Twitch. Until that time, love you all. Stay creative and have a luminous day. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye.
Everybody, the one, if